Sean Sanders here with Limitless Hoops. Welcome to the show. We have workouts going on in Broomfield and in Aurora tonight. All right, from 6:30 to 8. Make sure you guys show up on time, or at the very least, 15 minutes early. There's an old saying that says, if you're not 15 minutes early, then you're what is it? It's like if you're 5 minutes early, then you're like late. And if you're 15 minutes early, then you're on time. That's the saying that I grew up with. What's up, Yo! So yeah, if you can show up, I like to show up at places early just because it prepares you. If you happen to have a flat tire or something like that comes up, then you're still on time. It shows that you're cooler than other people because then they get to tell stories about you. They're like, this guy always showed up early. But mostly you're just prepared. You're prepared for anything. And if you're prepared over the course of time, that pays off. Now, it may not pay off every single time. Maybe no one even notices you the first time. But after a while, you have just fewer mistakes, fewer misses, fewer everything. You're a little bit better than everyone else. And then you can achieve greater things because of it. So those minutes count. All right, so if you can show up to stuff on time, you're also showing the teacher or, the pharmacist or the coach or whomever that their time matters. That you're excited to do their thing. All right. So many people want to look at a teacher or even a parent or a coach, and they want to disrespect that person, and then hope that person gives them a good grade or playing time or let's say money from a parent, an allowance. All right. And you're not really disrespecting them, but you're not extra respecting them. So what you want to do is you want to show them hey, history teacher, I love history. This thing's awesome. And then they'll just give you an A. They won't even care what you got on the test. They'll be like, you're awesome. You make me feel great about myself. But if you go, I don't even like this class, I don't know. Or you're like, dude, all your plays suck, dog. Whatever. You're the worst coach I've ever seen. Or you're like, hey, parent, you're a loser. What do you expect those people to react like? Do you expect them to be like, oh, I love you even though you hate my thing? Right? And while you may not hate them or disrespect them, you're disrespecting their passion. And when you do that, you're not going to curry favor with them. So take the time to do what your coach asked you to do. Take the time to ask your coach how he's doing. Take the time to work extra on your game. Take the time to show them that you're putting in the time so that they know that you care about something. And even if they don't necessarily respect your game, they're going to respect your hard work. And showing up on time is an enormous thing in life, just in life in general. All right. Other thing that I wanted to bring up was people ask you to do some cliche things in this world. All right, and those things are show up on time, sit in the front row of class, do your homework, don't do drugs, and all these little bitty things that you could do all those things and still be great. You absolutely could. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you are lessening your chances of being great. What's up, Kieran and Declan Loud? All right. So, and I said this at practice, but I'll say it again. I have never seen a person put in a complete effort, sit in front of the class, do your homework, show up to class, show up on time, take every single test, and fail a class. It's never happened. Usually the kids that fail are not the stupid kids. I guess they're stupid for not doing the stuff, but they aren't just stupid. It's not yeah, I came every single day, I tried my hardest, I studied, I came on time, and I just failed. No, it doesn't happen. You can do your homework in freaking crayon, dude. As long as you just do it and turn it in, that's at least a D or a C. It's not a failure. So for basketball, it's the same thing. All right, very, very, very few kids, and I can think of one, maybe two. All right, gave their all for basketball that I've seen in our program, and they didn't make college. All right, every one of them that tried all the way throughout high school made it to college. All right, so make sure that you're in that group. Make sure that you don't quit. All right, what up, Wes and Trenton? All right, so when you feel like quitting, just know that, as I said last night, a lot of times people quit when they're that short of their goal. And they don't even know it because your goals are kind of like invisible out there and you think that you're going to make it. But you won't find out until you're like a senior whether you made D1 or not, right? And if you're quitting when you're in like seventh grade, then you don't even know how close you actually were to achieving that goal. So make sure that you guys don't give up on yourselves. You guys might feel like coaches will give up on you and like parents will give up on you. Teammates will give up on you. Well, don't give up on yourself because that's the only thing that matters. All right, we talked about it yesterday where you have to prove to people that you're worth it. You can't just expect them to just give you respect. You have to earn their respect. Take the respect. So make sure you guys are doing that. Anyways, let's begin. We got our quote of the day. The quote of the day today is follow your own star. Now, I stole this from one of our movies. I don't know when it's the movie of the month, for what grade or whatever, but it's called, what is it called? No. It's called A Knight's Tale. There you go. It's this movie with Heath Ledger where he's like one of those jousting knights that like do like the things and like sword fighting and stuff like that. But you could only be that if you were like royalty. So he faked being royalty to become this. And like his dad used to always say like follow your star like that. And it made me think of the fact that like a lot of people they want to do what their parents say so much, and maybe their parents are right. Maybe they want to do the things that they're naturally good at rather than things that they're passionate about. Maybe they want to just be like this person or that person. In your life, you only live one time. You only live once, YOLO. But you must understand that like your passion is what matters the most. And for this saying, it's very, very famous for people to follow the North Star. It's like back in the biblical days and stuff like that, because the North Star is like a guiding light where it's like really a truly bright star in the sky, and it tells you which way north is. So here in Colorado, we have the mountains that tell us which way west is. Well, the North Star told people which way north was. And in our world, our North Star, like especially being in America, is to gain money. It's to gain success or like fame and stuff like that. And it's to get all these things that we see on TV. All right, that's our star. That's the world's star. Like where that is what we are aiming for. All right, this quote says, "Screw that star. Go after your own star." You look up, find the star that you want to achieve, and go after that star. Because what we're finding out lately in the world is that happiness is extremely important. We've always known that, but we've been very bad at doing that. But I think that this day and age, with this generation, that's the best thing about you guys, is you guys do understand what happiness means. Because when you're happy, you treat everyone else around you more happily, and then they're happy, and then there's like less craziness in the world. It's just, more peace. And the key to peace is happiness, probably. Just like a mass thing of happiness. So if you follow your own star, you may not make it to that like particular star. You may not make it to like the NBA or whatever, but you're gonna be happy along the way, especially if you find a process that you enjoy, a process that you truly enjoy. Like if you had to work, like gun to your head, you had to work your hardest, what would you want to do? And the answer just can't be nothing. All right, even if like you had to eat hot dogs or candy all day, that would get sickening after a while, right? So that's not the thing. Maybe what if you had to do something your hardest? What do you choose to do? I believe that would be your star. All right, so follow your own star out there. Okay, that's the quote of the day. All right, let's see. The next thing that we're talking about is our itinerary of stuff. Or no, let's actually go to our events. All right. The events that we have coming up here very, very soon this week. Where is it? The event calendar. If you go to our skill page and then you click on view events, you get to see our upcoming thingamabobbies. We have workouts tonight in STEM Lab. That one's in Northglenn. And then we got Canyon Creek Elementary for the Aurora one. And then on Friday we got two locations as well, one in Westminster, one in Aurora. And then for this weekend, we got a bunch of games. All right, so let's make sure that we sign up for all those games. Got the first through fourth graders playing a lot. All these games by this team right here, that's gonna stop soon. All right, it's not even my goal. All right, that's way too many games. I really do believe that. But if you're like, we just want to play games, if you're ever the type who, like, if we just played 1 or 2 games a week and was like, we want to play more games, well, now's your chance. Here you go. Here's all the games that you want. All right, and show it to me. But all I see is after the second game of the day, you guys just get so tired and stop caring. All right, I want the games to be special. But the reason why we have so many games is because we are just starting out in terms of our league. So I'm going to need you guys to step it up a lot more, which we've been doing. All right. If you look at the schedule of our young kids, they've played so many games. Okay, if you go here and you click there, click here for team ratings, you get to see what the third graders have done. So like the fifth graders, they've played 11 games. The Stars, right? All right. If you go to the sixth grade one, they played 15 games. So that was 16 and 15. But if you go to the third graders, they've played 22 games this year. All right. Not to mention that some of them play with the fourth grade as well. So that would be 6 more games right there. So that's like 28 games. All right. And in the span of, let's say, how many months has it been? 5 months since this rating stuff started. How many games is that? It's like 6 games a month, which isn't anything crazy, but it is a lot, especially when we're doing workouts every single week. So also be sure to look at the ratings. We got the Panthers above us. What is that mess about? We gotta beat those guys. 8th graders, how you guys doing? The 8th graders on the bottom, but our 8th graders, they play 27 games. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of games that we're playing, and we just beat this team. So we should be moving up in the standings soon enough. We have a big tournament this weekend. If you go to our monthly tournament page, scroll down, click on the current one right there, you get to see our tournament. All right, and the first games are on here. They'll either be at Westlake or MLK. On the 11th, it's at Westlake right there. So we got our third grade team playing against Mayhem. That's a new team in our tournament system. The Gremlins play another new team called Top Flight, and then we play Rev Up Elite. All right, so we get to see who's the better of that mess right there. Now Rev Up's pretty good. It's their sixth grade squad, kind of hyping them up. So hopefully we can come up with our full squad to maybe beat them. All right, I think if we had everybody, we could beat them. But the winner of that game plays the winner of this game. The loser plays against the loser, and then that's on these 2 days right there. And then in the championship, then if you like win or lose, you might play there. But in the championship, you would play right there on the 19th. So it's these next 2 weekends this entire tournament will be. All right, and our 8th graders are in the mix as well. So just try to win these games. You play against the Hornets coming up here. And then remember the Hornets were like, oh, we got to play against that team again. We don't like that team. All right, go after them. Beat them one time and show them that you're getting better week by week. Okay? All right, so that's everything that we're doing. Let's move on to our itinerary items. The itinerary stuff, we got homework coming up here for the Friday workout, which is 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run! The countdown game, one-on-one sprints, successful dribble shots, diagonal hurdle layups, sandbag slides. That's what you guys should be doing for homework the next 2 days. All right, but for today, you got a nice slate of workouts. And I want you guys to actually do this quickly. I want to not explain it. I'll explain it like later. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick like a few guys. I'm just going to throw you guys to the mix and say, you do wall passes. You deflect a layup. You do zigzag sprint D. You do anchor layups, something like that. And then I'll pick like 4 leaders, and they'll just go to their group, and then I'll say someone go with them and just start right away. And we'll see if you guys can get started in 3 minutes. All right, so that's my goal, to make this stuff more autonomous, because I should be able to just say what the drills are and you guys just do them. But it's going to be tougher and tougher and tougher because we have new players coming in. But if you guys can be leaders and say them, that would be awesome. So for alley-oops, we might do that one afterwards all together. Same with point-blank layups. But in the beginning, we're going to do those 4 middle drills. And let's watch those drills real quick. We got the first one. Wall passes. Make sure your feet stay still with your feet. They can twist. Right hand, left hand, both hands, behind the back, practicing denying and then shooting the lane. So make sure that your ball side hand up and ball side foot is up as well. And you want to be looking at both the man and the ball. When you steal the ball, tap it out, go for the layup, and then you're behind the passing line. All right, just make sure that that's a 4-person rotation, and then we will rotate through spots like that. For the next one, zigzag sprint B. You want to sprint beyond them. That one is to not only reach in like the Wolves were doing to the Nuggets, where it just makes you uncomfortable seeing all that stuff. They don't have to touch you. It just makes you really, really uncomfortable. All right, but you want to have the other hand up as well to defend the pass. So whichever side their ball side hand is, you want to shadow the ball as you're just like tapping in and reaching in. All right, and then for the next one. Point blank layups. As fast as you possibly can, see what you can make, and go as hard as you can. I like that one because it is a basic thing to just put the ball into the basket, but it's something that you do have to practice at. You do have to get used to it. You want to make it so that it's just like automatic, just like the easiest thing in the world. So when we do this one with either right hand or the left hand, make sure that you guys are practicing being as perfect as possible, so that, and keeping the ball high as well. So you can just catch the ball, put it in, catch the ball, put it in. So if you get the ball anywhere near the basket, like for an offense rebound, it's just a bucket. All right, that's what you want to do. And the last, I believe the last one, we talked about alley-oops and and anchor layups. Anchor layups where we put the ball down on either block, we reach for it, put it high, turn, and then score. All right, so we're gonna see if you guys can just will your team to learn these things as fast as humanly possible. That's the goal. Let's see who's doing the homework and what's going on. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Lincoln, nice job with the jumps, the Euro steps, the rim touches for Weston and Trenton. Nice job. It's a nice sky in the background. Dang. I barely go outside. So when I see you guys post the outdoor drills, that's all that I know of outside. All right, Kieran, nice job. Floaters with Yusuf, that was yesterday. Aggressive drives to the basket. I like aggressiveness. That's good. All right, the jumps are for the homework for the month. And it seems to be, jumps are rim touches as well. Yeah, so you can call them either way. Free throws? Okay. You guys can add your own stuff as well, of course. All right, but great job doing the homework for these 3 or 4 people. I like it. That's something. I hope that you were dunking those, Yusuf. All right, let's see the... I'm going to go with the trivia question, because today's trivia question is going to be ultra hard, but I've asked it before. So good luck with the trivia question. Trivia question today is, this former Perth Wildcat became a Lobo in college before he was later drafted by the Wolves. Who's that? This Perth Wildcat became a Lobo in college before he was later drafted by the Wolves. Those are all like big cats or big dogs. But they're big animals. This guy played for a lot of animalistic teams. So he played for the Wildcats. Before he became a Lobo in college, the Lobos are a college basketball team. They know where they are. He was later drafted by the Wolves. Who was this NBA player? What's up, Lincoln? Yo. All right, first person to answer wins. We got Camden leading the way per usual with one. Tail having one as well. And then everyone else after it's 0. So we know the answer. You have until the end of the show, so you have 10 minutes. Again, I try to make this one complicated. Hopefully it is. Dang! Yes! Yusuf got it. It is Luke Longley. So Luke Longley began his career in Australia with a brief stint playing for the Perth Wildcats of the National Basketball League, the NBL. in 1986. He played collegiately, however, for the New Mexico Lobos, and was drafted 7th overall by the Minnesota Timberwolves in 1991 before going over to Chicago Bulls, where that was where he gained his fame. Cat is a good guess. Weston came a little bit too late, but yes, that would have been interesting. You know what? Cat being a Cat the entire time would have been really, really neat. I like that guess. Who did Cat play for in college? Did he play for the Wildcats? I forgot. And that's really weird if he did. I think he might have played for Kentucky. Is he a Kentucky Duke or Kentucky or Duke? Kentucky. I think he definitely played for Kentucky. That's so strange. That Cat was a Cat. That is so weird, so weird, so weird. So yes, Yusef, you got that point. Adding it to the system right now. I don't even have your name up here. Well, now your name's up here. What's your last name, Yusef? Put it in the comment section so I can make this stuff accurate. All right, but yes, great job. Let's see our story of the day. Watch it. When all we do is focus on the greatest talents and the loudest victories, we miss those that have taken enormous baby steps, like overcoming shyness, working on a weakness, or requesting to be held accountable. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. Oh my God, I love that saying. Yes, courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. All right. So yeah, I got your last name. Good job. I see it. I added it. All right. Steph Curry, that was the wrong guess as well. All right. Michael Jordan, that was a bad guess too. No. So yes, when we focus on the biggest victories, like the NBA champions only, and we miss out on the kid who barely made like his college team, we missed out on all the stories. It's because it doesn't matter who was like born with the most, and also your biggest stories as well. You might think you making the high school team is like the biggest thing you'll ever do in your life, right? But I think if you're a second grader out there and I got you playing with some fourth graders and you're brave enough to even show up, that deserves some credit. So stop judging yourself by like how like life would judge you or how stupid people might judge you. Judge yourself based off of like the fear that you overcame. Okay? It's about like the overall impact, not about just like what everyone thinks. So when all we do is focus on the greatest talents, that'll be like looking at Zion and all those people, okay? And the loudest victories, like the NBA championship. We miss those that have taken enormous baby steps, like overcoming shyness, working on a weakness, or requesting to be held accountable. Because, like, take that second one, working on a weakness. You being brave enough to go out there, even though like you feel stupid at practice because I put you in like the youngest group, even though you're older, and you still going like, I'm gonna overcome this. That isn't just brave, it's like revolutionary, because you know you're actually doing something more than what Anthony Edwards is doing, because like Anthony Edwards was given all these like gifts, he's given all these like natural like talents. All right, that was easy. You guys have said it to me. If you guys were guaranteed NBA picks, you would work hard easily. So if you're not a guaranteed NBA pick and you decide to work your hardest, that to me is braver. All right, because anyone can go out there and just say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work my hardest if it was guaranteed. All right, but like very, very few people can go out there and say, you know what, we're down by 60 points at halftime. I'm gonna go out there and try my hardest. All right, very, very few people. Including like Jamal freaking Murray, okay? I mean, like NBA guys can't muster up that kind of strength. And if you're out there saying, no, I have zero chance to do this, but I'm gonna go about it anyways, now you're like revolutionary, like Martin Luther King Jr. and stuff, because you're going against all the odds in life. These are the people that everyone admires. These are the people that like that actually change the world. It's It's not the Shaquille O'Neals of the world that do these things. And really, I mean, we really shouldn't even be looking at athletes at all. But there are some athletes that are tremendously inspiring, and I got to tell you, it's not even Steph Curry. Steph Curry is tall. I mean, he's short compared to NBA players, but he's pretty tall compared to a real person. And his dad was an NBA player. I'm looking at people who barely made it, and then they carved their own way into it. Someone like Pat Bev, or like Matthew Dellavedova, someone like Muggsy Bogues, who overcame the odds. These things are special. Those are the guys that you should be looking toward, no matter what level that you're on. Like, I was a very high-level basketball player, but I liked Rudy and Dennis Rodman more than I liked Michael Jordan and everyone else, because I was like, that is the epitome of success in my eyes. It is taking whatever level that you're on and striving to go above that. Not trying to be like, okay, what level am I on? Now I'm going to perfect this? Nah, screw that. That's stupid easy. All right, you want to go beyond the level of your comfort zone. You want to go beyond the level of like where you're supposed to be and get to that higher level. So those are my thoughts on that mess. And let's check to see what the attendance is like. Who's been coming the most? Can I see it? Can I see it? Can I see it? Can I see it? Will it come up? There it goes. It goes so fast. But yes, I'll just call out the best ones so we can see that, because I always forget to give those guys props. So on our team rosters page, you can see it, but they'll go all your things. We're keeping track. Try to be the best of the best of the best. But if you're on the website and go to the team rosters page, you can see that Teo is leading the way. All right, and Mason Falkenberg is still there. Joey is up there. That's crazy. And then Josh is just absolutely just adjusted. It's crazy. He's been coming so much. Then we got Noah, the usual suspects, and Romello. And then Kieran's right there. And then Lincoln Hicks is keeping up with Kieran. That is a great job. Then we got Sam, who's coming a lot as well, and then Declan. And I would even count Trenton in the mix. And man, even Shimmy's up there. Wes, I would say, is like doing decently well, but you want to keep up with these guys, Wes. Huck, same thing. Manny, same thing for you as well. You want to be about like in the top 10. The top 10 would be these people right there is top 10. I believe 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, is it one less? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's my top 10 right there, starting with Declan. Getting that top 10, but being the top 15 is pretty good. All right, keep going, you guys, because showing up it's more than just half the battle. It's like the entire battle. As for the games this weekend and everything else that we have upcoming, we got the basketball league is a battlefield where players are like skilled warriors, each team fighting for victory with the passion of 1,000 suns. 1,000 suns, it says. This write-up is written by ChatGPT, not me. Sorry about that, guys. But I'll read the rest. In the recent matchup between the Colorado Collective and J.A. Jackson in the 8th grade division, Colorado Collective emerged victorious, showcasing their dominance on the court. The Rev Ups reigned supreme in the 7th grade division with a record of 14 wins and 6 losses. That's a testament to their unwavering determination. Meanwhile, the junior varsity division is a fierce battleground, and the Mad Skills leading the charge with a 3-1 record and a rating of 5.53. The upcoming clash between Conifer and Mad Skills is the varsity division. Promises to be a spectacle worth witnessing, a clash of titans that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. So grab your popcorn, buckle up, and get ready for a showdown like no other at Westlake Middle School on Saturday, 5/11/24 at 2 p.m. So make sure you guys are coming to those games, showing up to your games, and getting ready to play. And don't forget that the quote of the day is, follow your own star. I'll see you guys tonight. Make sure you guys come to work, please, so that we can get better and better and better. Again, I want to make it a lot more autonomous tonight, so heads up for that mess. All right, talk to y'all later, man. Peace out.